So,
we're off the topic.
On topic na ngayon.
On topic na tayo.
Okay. Ba talaga pag may couch?
Ito pala. Dati,
This is, we can now be respectfully called couch coat. We have just bought a couch.
Totoo nga sabi ni Chester. Ay, nga pala. Ito yung unang appearance si Chester niyan sa ano. Hindi ko kasi na-upload yung games na kinalakihan eh.
Hindi.
Ito yung first appearance niya, no?
Ay, yung ano. So ito nga po yun, no? Henry Cavill, Taylor Lautner.
I'm the plant. You know the icon? You know the channel icon? I'm the plant. You know the green thing? Just zoom in.
So yun yung unang appearance niya. Wala yung games na kinalak niya.
Ikaw yung the brains. Ako yung the face. The shell.
The plant. Then. The ornament.
Picture siya sa
Yung wild card na lang. Sige.
Pero yun, sa first appearance, regular na siya from now on. Woo! Una, nahiya pa eh. Ngayon, ini-enjoy na niya.
Gusto pa daw niya yung 100,000 subscribers ata.
Alam naman.
Hey!
Ilang taon.
Hey! I said 1 million.
Tapos na abot, no? Na reach yung ano.
You never know. Sabi nga.
Sino kayang magti-trigger sa amin tatlo? Feeling ko ako talaga magti-trigger sa amin tatlo ng ng hate eh.
Dati, engagement pa rin naman yun.
Hey,
Get them.
It gets
them hate.
It gets the people going. Sabi nga.
Anyway, pulling you back.
Oh my God. We
struggle with staying on the course.
Pasensya na, isang buwan hindi nagkita-kita eh.
We have been exploring abusive relationships. Well, specifically on previous episode, we explored how a person in an abusive relationship, how can they seek help, klaseng support, what you should be doing, thinking about, stuff like that. So, we are going to, siguro at the end, really explore natin yung mga yan. We were giving you a summary of all those important things to remember. But, well, in concluding itong topic natin about abusive relationships, usually when you say relationship, it's between two people. But in my experience, and probably you would agree, that if there's conflict in a relationship like that, more than the two people involved are going to be affected. So, especially if that person has if they're married, there's, they have kids, merong effect dun sa mga batang yon, yung conflict, yung kung ano man yung nangyayari, whatever is going on in that.
They absorb that.
Yes. The family, when I say family, siguro your relatives, your mom, your dad, and even your friends, they are, they take in yung mga struggles mo, your difficulties, and they would like to help. Most of the time, they would like to offer support. But the problem is, and minsan, ito yung pinaka-challenge is it's very hard to help. In certain situations, it's very hard to help someone in an abusive relationship.
Yes.
Ang hirap nilang alisin dun sa mindset niya, because when you're used to the abusive dynamic, it's like a prison that you cannot escape. It takes, hindi siya yung, you're being hurt, you're being abused. Isang snap lang, pwede kang umalis, pwede mong iwanan yung tao na to. Physically, yes, pwede silang umalis agad, but emotionally, those attachments, mahirap pa So,
it's like a bad habit until you properly process that completely and resolve as much as you can. Even if you move in another country, papanaganipan mo yan, iisipin mo yan, magde-date ka man ng bago. Minsan, mafa-flash mo yung yung imahe ng sigawan nyo, ganyan, di ba?
You take it with you.
Tapos
Take it with
yun,
you.
makaka-apekto na siya dun sa productivity mo.
And well, again, we initially tinitle natin to na The Devil Does Not Bargain. The abuser in that title usually na, they are the devil, yung abuser na. But
Parang demonic possession.
yes, well, most of the time, like you said, it's hindi alam or may alam siguro ng abuser, nang-a-abuse na hindi tama yung ginagawa niya, pero meron din silang they're acting on impulses na hindi din nila naiintindihan.
Yes.
Hindi naman sila, no one is like, okay, I like to be evil, I wanna abuse my partner, my wife, yun ang gagawin ko. Hindi naman ganun lang na ganun yung mindset ng isang tao na nakakapag, usually it's like, whether they admit it or not, yung parang nakaka-insecure na nakikipag-usap siya sa ibang tao, nakaka-insecure na nag-earn siya ng mas maraming money kaysa sa akin, nakaka-insecure na successful siya at ako hindi, and I don't know how to process that, so I project it and manifest it ng
You
ganito.
displace it to your
Behavior
wife
na
or
ganyan.
girlfriend, ganyan.
Yeah. Diba?
It's painful, but it's reality.
Yes. Isa pa dyan, syempre, gusto mo magbago. Yung, diba, everyone deserves a second chance. Dapat, diba yun, well, you give them the benefit of the doubt, you give them time to change their ways. Pero most of the time, ako yung tinatanong, when there is abuse that is ongoing, ako nalaman ko na yan, ang immediately kong nire-recommend talaga is probably yung syempre doon ka sa safety, lalo kung may talagang may harm na nangyayari. So dapat talaga yan. If there needs to be processing done on both, done by both parties, gawin na lang yon separately. Siguro
yes, we call that mitigation. Impact mitigation.
Kung ano yung mas the least the option that causes the least amount of damage. Kasi pag pag may conflict na ganyan, children are exposed to that, the screaming, the seeing their mother being seeing their father being battered. Kasi meron din mga babaeng nambububog, di ba?
Yes.
Mind you, di lang po mga lalaki yung nambubog. Usually, baka babae emotional.
We are very, very much gender neutral here to a real degree.
Emotional batter. Minsan physical din, pero in most of the time emotional. So, ayun. Marami akong maranasan na lalaki, mga natulungan na rin ako mga clients na it's the highly volatile emotional wife is hyper controlling to the children and the husband to a point where talagang literally the husband asks for allowance from the mother, from the wife. So no independence. Diba? It's a form of abuse.
Even sabihin nyo na lang natin, may stereotype naman yung ganyan. Yan yung mga hindi ganun kagwapo, tapos yung mga ice queen na, di ba? Yung mga magaganda na dominatrix. Yun yung iniisip ng mga tao. Meron akong mga alam na celebrities. This man, lalaki siya. He's the abused. He is a Scottish god. Like, sobrang gwapo daw niya. Like, hairy chest, everything, six-pack, you name it. 6'4" pa siya. Pure muscle. Siya yung abused. Tapos yung wife niya, swimsuit model. Swimsuit model na 125 pounds. Barely 5'5".
Talagang detalyado.
Kasi this actually happened because it affected the man's career. Kasi this man's career involves like feeling like yung authority.
Mm.
You have to seem like a man. Ganyan. And then the moment na na-expose to the public yung yung abuse na the wife is abusing him.
Mm.
Kasi it led to a police talagang na-aresto yung babae.
Mm.
Nabawasan yung tingin ng mga employees, yung mga coworkers niya, tsaka yung mga superior sa kanya, tsaka yung mga inferior sa kanya. So naka-apekto, he had to quit. He had to quit his current career. He had to like separate from the wife, and then he had to process that all by himself. And God bless, now he is in a happy relationship nga.
Mm.
So hindi lang yung kids yung nakaka-apekto, pati yung social situation mo and even your career at times, di ba?
Everything is affected. And it's not just the relationship per se. Kasi your relationship, your partnerships, they are part of your everyday dynamics. So kung ano yung conflict ninyo, yung mga mood ninyo doon, you will carry that over to other parts of your life. The biggest thing is with the yung doon sa mga bata, kung may mga anak.
Mm-hmm.
You have kids, I will always, kasi, we're a very, natawag sa we're very pro-marriage. Pro-marriage country. Yung, what God has put together, let no man, that thing. So,
very traditional, sabi ko.
Traditionally, the institution of marriage, kahit anong mangyari, hindi siya dapat, it can't be broke, hindi siya pwede mag-break down. Lahat ng pwedeng gagawin just to, sometimes just keep up appearances.
Yes.
We're together, we're happy. So, pag sa mga kumpare, mga pero when it's just, them, the family, wala na. Hindi na sila okay. So, is that really less harmful than let's just separate co-parent and diba, let's find an arrangement where we're not miserable, hindi tayo, we don't abuse each other, or one party doesn't have to abuse the other. Diba? Again,
tandaan nyo mga Pinoy, alam ko sanay tayong mag-wear ng mask. Mangangati rin yung mga mukha ninyo. You have to take that off. You can't wear that mask forever sa harap ng mga kaibigan ninyo. Madudulas kayo. Just rip off the band-aid. It will happen. Tignan niyo si Will Smith. 2 decades niyang good boy siya. Tapos isang sapak lang. Dahil nagsawa na siyang naka-in character all the time. Diba? It will happen.
It's acceptance. It's acceptance that choosing to end the relationship na may mga good naman na nangyari doon sa relationship na yun. Talagang mahirap siyang i-break. But what's good for the kids is not a complete family. What's good for kids is a functional emotional environment. Hindi yung harmful, complete but volatile, useless.
Madami akong kilala ng ganyan na actually
yes.
trabaho ko yung hindi nila mahiwalayan yung mga partner nila. Kasi ginagamitan sila ng pamilya, ng time, na matagal na tayong magkasama, ngayon ka ba susuko?
Sakos fallacy,
aversion. Yung kawawa naman yung bata.
Classic.
Yun yung sabi ko nga bakit ka magsistay or yung nagsisigawan na kayo, nakikita yun ng palagay mo okay sana sa bata yun. Tapos, hindi mo naman pwedeng ikukulob nyo yung emosyon nyo na hindi kayo
mag-aaway kayo.
Lalabas yan.
Mag-aaway kayo.
Yun yung sabi ko, may beauty sa mga endings, sabi ko gano'n sa kanila. Na ngayon, naiintindihan ko kasi nakabuo kayo ng attachment sa mga yun . So, mahirap talagang pakawalan. So, Ano yung sasakripisyo mo? Diba? Ano yung end mo? Yung ganyan.
Alam mo, may totoo ka na dyan. Tingnan mo yung mga, iisa-isahin mo yung mga argument na yun. Tingnan mo, una, yung notion na, ano ba yun, well, yung una is yung kawawa ang mga bata. Diba? Kawawa ang mga bata means na them separating is negative for the children. Diba? Yung makakasama sa kanila yun. Diba? Pero kung iisipin mo talaga, them staying together is actually more harmful than them separating. Sige, let's just say, may emotional yung, di ba, maghihiwalay.
No.
Siyempre, malungkot yan. Hindi naman masaya. Of course, there will be pain. So, that's worse than yung everyday nag-aalala ka, mag-aaway na naman ba yung mama at papa ko? Ano na naman ang gagawin nila? Naku, magbabatuhan na naman everyday. Ganon, mag-aalala yung anak mo. Tapos, yung ano pa na ayaw nilang umuwi. Paano? Ang gulo sa bahay.
Exactly yan.
Kaya gusto sa school, di ba? Ayaw umuwi.
O sige, anuhin natin yung mga parents, no? Bawa, sa inyo ba mas gustong, na nakikipag-hangout, mga kaibigan nyo? Yung isang masayang kaibigan na nagkakapilang kayo? O dalawang miserable na tao nagsisigawan sa harap mo?
Pero kompleto.
Diba? Kompleto nga kayo, pero dalawang miserable na tao. Yung exactly. Audience mo.
Iba yung the completeness. The notion of completeness only benefits or it's only for the people outside the family. Yung nakakakita ng, di ba pag sinabi mong kompletong pamilya, di ba? Ang nakakakita ng kompleto kayo, ang tao sa labas. Buo sila. Pero sa loob hindi na naman nararamdaman kompleto kayo. Paano kayo kompleto na? Watak-watak na nag-aaway kayo. Mismong, di ba, mag-asawa, yung relationship, may abuse na nangyayari. Tapos, how is that a complete family? The notion of completeness, ang bine-benefit niya yung mga yung sasabihin ng iba. Let's be honest, yun lang talaga yung dyan. Yun yung primary, lalo na sa mga
Pilipino. Let's keep it to the family.
Yung shame, yung hiya na mararamdaman kapag naghiwalay, nasira yung pamilya. Yun talaga yung nagsastart. Hindi yung mas kawawa ang mga bata, sayang yung relationship.
Lang yan. Pretense lang yan.
Hindi talaga. Ang main it's the shame. Ang kahihiyan na I blame the
society na.
Yung pagkasing kompleto pamilya, tapos pag naghiwalay, galing po ako sa broken family. Ganyan. Pagkas nilalagyan mo ng mga ganong terms, parang nagmumukhang negative yung yung sitwasyon mo, talagang sirang pamilya. Diba? I would argue that a family that has separated amicably, co-parenting, di ba? Laging present sa that's a fully functional dynamic that's healthy for the children. Versus yung magkasama, laging magkatabi matulog pero nag-aaway, laging, di ba? Laging hindi magkasundo, sira-sira. Yun ang sirang pamilya. Yung isa, yung amicable, di ba? Ang ganda ng dynamic, may healthy na environment. Co-parenting. May girlfriend na yung tatay, may ibang relationship. Pagdating sa mga bata, di ba? Hindi na tayo kailangan maging tayo, pero we are the parents of these children. Alagaan natin sila. That's more functional.
Yung ang lang dyan, yung hindi na magkasama kasi sa bahay Doon sila yun yung nakikita ng
Again, pretense. Pretense.
Ano mo yung sa isang araw or sa whole week, nasa akin sila. Tapos next week nasa iyo, yung gano'n. O kaya kung mahirap sa part mong isa, na may bata pa doon sa bago nilang lugar, hindi, mo man lang yan. Pwede ko bang hiramin lang sa, bakasyon tong mga bata para ang dami namang paraan
Ang daming paraan. Ang mahirap, kasi kapag naghiwalay yan, 9 times out of 10.
Tapos ito ba?
Panghuhusga ng mga auntie, mga
Ito moment, yung fear nung isa, okay, nung both sides, na, baka tatay to, baka nanay yan. Yung mga yung may competition doon sa dalawang magulang. Hindi, dapat tatay ka, dapat ikaw yung ng mga yan. Yung Dapat
Meron pang-
nasa iyo yan. Nasa,
Oo.
na-ilobe nila, nasa iyo. Yun, mga ganun.
Ginagawa pang kompetisyon.
Oo.
Yan ang mga the separation is not making this dysfunctional. Hindi yung separation yung nagkukos ng dysfunctionality. Yung nagkukos ng dysfunctionality, yung lack of awareness, immaturity, pride, yung ego, yung 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 mga traditional yung externally gusto mo yung validation ng labas na sa iyo.
Oo.
Yan ang nagkukos ng dysfunctionality.
It's let's just call it like it sees it. You don't want the status of being the ay, naghiwalay kami. Ayaw niyo yun at ayaw ninyo yung mga mata ng mga kaibigan, mga kamag-anak ninyo.
Yes.
Hindi man ninyo, wala man sa calculation yung bata. Tinitignan nyo lang yung tingin sa inyo. Hindi yung tingin sa bata, yung tingin sa inyo. Excuse lang yung bata. Ano lang yun, like, parang yung mga gumagawa ng kasalanan lagi, tapos, ay, nagpe-pray naman ako. Just a pretense.
O kaya yung yung mga lasing na makakagawa ng kasalanan.
Ay,
Hindi ko alam,
lasing ako.
kasi ako eh.
Oo, lasing lang ako. So lumipad lang yung bote sa bibig mo, tapos
Kasi lang
nilasing ka nung
Hindi ko alam, lasing ako nun eh.
Kasi ako tapos
It's the devil's juice, man.
tapos nang mamanyak na lang ako bigla.
Oo nga eh. Oo, minamind control ako ni Red Horse.
Tapos ako yung nangaabang ako.
Grabe, tingnan mo yung ginagawa sa akin ni Phil Pilsen. Sinasapak ko yung asawa ko. Grabe si Phil Pilsen.
Oo.
O, di ba?
Always something else, someone else. It's yung ang start ng lahat ng magandang resolution sa kahit na anong conflict is accountability. Ako paniniwala ko talaga. Kapag if you are willing to say, I made a mistake, doon na mag-start yung, okay, I made the mistake, I have the capacity to now change whatever I need to change, work on whatever I need to work on. Pero if that one thing is kahit may accountability ka lang, wala ka ng support, kahit wala yung therapy, wala yung basta yung, kasi mag-aano ko lang talaga, ano bang magandang gawin? Paano ba ako babawi?
Oo.
May immediate ng positive dun eh. Basta, iba, tatama.
Ang daming hindi nakakapunta sa stage na yun eh. Like, they're in denial forever.
That's half the journey.
Yes. Kumbaga,
Bintang na lang.
tatayo ka, yung half the journey yung tatayo ka sa kama. Di ba mahirap minsan tumayo sa kama pag kakagising mo lang, especially kay Manuel.
Pwede kang mambintang. It's easier to blame.
Oo.
It's easier to say,
it's
not my fault. Diba? Intoxicated lang ako.
Yung doon sa sleeping metaphor, yan yung 5 minutes. Wala naman pasok ngayon. Magpapalate na lang ako ng 30 minutes.
Pero if you kung titignan mo yung if you see all the, diba, yung divorce, separations, mga naman. So kung titignan mo yun yung parang during the divorce, syempre sad. Malungkot, mahirap. Pero no one is looking at afterwards. Diba? If okay yung divorce, if positive yung smooth, diba? May maayos yung pagkaka-manage mo. Happy. Diba? Positive. Pero makikita mo, nag-stick sa marriage, hindi na gano'n. Long term, miserable.
Yes.
Diba? Trauma for the children.
Baga, they're afraid of the moment. They're prisoners of the moment. Parang ganun. They don't want that event, even though need na yan. Cut the cord. The operation. Kailangan nang i-excise yan. Kundi magme-metastasize yan, magsispread sa anak mo yan.
And speaking of the effect, diba, if you're in an abusive relationship and your children are experiencing this, even if they're, baby pa naman yan.
Yan.
That's not true. All the screaming, kahit hindi nila naririnig, your child's brain is responding to that intensity. Diba? The part of their brain that controls fear responses, the amygdaloid complex, natitrigger na yan. If laging active yan, that's anxiety.
Yan na.
Yun na yan, dadalhin yan. Laging active, laging ano. Kasi ang, hindi naman yung, there's this, to psychology, but there's this theory na, if you see something, fear, that causes something na nakakatakot, that triggers your amygdaloid complex to be activated and then anxiety. That's
Yes.
more bottom up.
Oo.
But may top down yan. Hyperactivated yung fear center mo, kahit na ano na lang makita mo, nakakatakot.
Kasi
Wala
yung
yun.
fight and flight mo, ma-activate talaga.
Iko-confirm nung brain mo, yung kahit na ano nangyayari sa environment mo, ang nangyayari dun. Yung parang, lahat na lang, feel mo, may pangit na nangyayari.
Parang yung utak mo, magba-battle stance ng ganyan. Pwede na.
There's something, may maling mangyayari at every corner. My relationship will not work out. Ang trabaho ko, hindi, di ba, hindi ako nagpo-progress. Lagi mo nakikita yung negative. Sometimes it's like that.
May pabaon yan pagtanda nila. Tapos, nagtataka yung parents, saan kaya niya nakuha yan? Tapos, pag ikaw narinig mo yan, parang may camera doon sa sitcom, titingin ka na lang sa camera. Ganyan ka na lang. Mapapabreak ka na lang ng fourth wall, like, really?
Mahirap sa magulang yung, magpapa-therapy yung anak, tapos na-explore doon na yung parenting style pala, tsaka yung isa sa mga major factors bakit anxious yung anak. Ay, hindi tatanggapin.
Ang daming mga magulang na hindi nila matanggap na sila yung cause nung
I mean, to be fair, coping mechanism yung denial, but the getting out of that coping is the problem.
Ang matinding dyan, hindi na denial, compensation.
Kapag overcompensation.
Dahil alam niya na bad parent siya, no? Alam niya na hindi siya okay na magulang. May compensation na mangyayari dyan. It's either na usually shower na kasi sobra-sobra. Or, the worst kind is, dahil nag-fail ako sa'yo, doon sa apo.
Ayan na!
Doon sa apo babawi.
Ay, that's the classic. Oh my God, that's the classic.
Dahil adult na yung anak niya, di na niya maaalagaan. So, yung apo naman, kaya talagang, sobrang protective, sobrang,
O kaya, pagka super strict siya dun sa anak niya, iso-spoil niya yung apo niya.
That's compensation.
At sa akala nila nun, nakakatulong sila dun sa ginagawa nilang kunwari, ang gustong pag-aalaga ng mga magulang dun sa bata is maging madalas niya lahat. Magkamali siya, okay lang, ganyan. Talagang yung lahat is anything na pangit, okay lang yan, ganyan. Hindi, may mga matatanda na ay, yung pangit nang nangyari, apo ko, ikaw ang pinaka mahalaga sa lahat dito.
Compensation. Overcompensate sila for the... Kasi, eto pa yan, is the interesting dynamic there. Because the child, ibig sabihin hindi yung apo, yung anak talaga. Kasi, siya din, may yearning siya doon sa pag-aalagang gano'n. Siyempre, alam na niya na matanda na siya, hindi na niya makukuha sa magulang niya. So, yung pag-spoil na yan, parang vicariously, yung parang nararanasan ng anak niyang care, parang na-experience na rin niya kasi yun.
Hindi mo man ako naalagaan na mabuti, bumawi ka na lang sa ako mo.
Yun lang.
Kumbaga, yung subconscious nila, pag nakikita nilang in-spoil nila yung apo nila, prospekto sila, no? Sasabihin,
ano tawag mo sa mga ganyang klase na?
Sasabihin lang ng subconscious niya, Mom, the fuck?
Projection. It's a projective identification. It's a defense. It's a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
You project your desires and your needs to your child. Kaya naging hyper-controlling ka doon sa kanila. Ito yung usual na rinig, yung parang ipaparanas ko sa mga anak ko yung hindi ko naranasan. Pero to the extreme.
Yes.
Okay lang naman yung gusto ko yung maging maganda buhay nila.
Financially stable.
Yeah, that's okay. Pero yung may line. kung kailan nagiging sobra yun. Kahit wala na sa min, sobra na sa
Oh, yan.
parang
Hindi ko
ginagawa.
kasi nadanas to, kaya gusto madanas ng... Yung kunwari, in my case, no, lumaki ako sa bugbog eh. Ngayon, dati kong mindset yun, yung never makakadanas sa akin ng physical yung bata. Yung, ay hindi pa pwede, nabuhay ako sa bugbog, hindi yung madadanas ng anak ko. Pero, the time na sobra ka na mag-care, yung gano'n, yung ayaw mo siyang mahirapan, ayaw mong makita niya yung tunay na mundo. Paano kung nagulpi siya? Anong gagawin yung, niya? Hindi mo tinuruan, hindi mo, yung wala ka sa gitna. Yun nga kailangan lagi kang pupunta sa gitna na hindi naman laging care ang mundong to, yung gano'n. Merong time na magiging hard siya sa'yo. Anong gagawin mo kung wala kami?
Sabi nga nung yung laging sa Facebook, your job is not to make your child happy.
Yan.
Your job is to equip them, prepare them, give them the capacity to be resilient. Kasi when you're not around anymore, yung challenges. Kaya ngayon, hindi naman sa inaano ko yung parenting style ng mga pero matanda na dahil, pero napaka kulang sa kulang sa resiliency tsaka processing.
I did notice na nag-overcompensate yung generations natin. Like, nag-swing naman yung pendulum kasi nung napalaki tayo doon sa yung stick, palo, yung the hanger, the flying hanger, yung dustpan, yung papaluin ka lang ng
Yung pagka pinalo yun ng kalaro mo, wala naman tama, pero pagka
Oo nga, extra pain may pain modifier siya
may multiplier.
50 plus 50 damage.
Naka-tenacious banda.
Tapos ganyan naman, nag-swing naman yung pendulum, overcompensate. Ngayon, makakita ka ng mga bata, tumatakbo yung garden shears, hawak-hawak nilang ganyan. Tapos makikita mo yung nanay, nak, wag naman. Tapos may makita ka ng bata na may malaking bote ng Red Horse, binabasag na niyang ganyan, na wala akong protection. Tapos, natatakot pa yung nanay na nagkalawin siya. Kasi, natutuwa rin sila kasi ayaw nilang umiiyak naman yung bata kasi nasanay na yung bata na yung pinababayaan siya.
Di ba, ito yung hindi matanggap ng your children, pag pinanganak sila ang part ng brain nila na talagang, kasi you're early child, yung part ng brain nila na active, yung pinaka-primitive na part. So, they're very impulsive. Talagang problem, kasi lahat ng impulses na sinusunod nila, walang control.
Very instinctive. Wala,
Kasi ikaw yung trabaho mo is controlling yun. Mag-introduce ka ng discipline, mag-introduce ka ng control, kasi kung hayaan mo yun, you can teach impulse control without corporal punishment, di ba yung? Pero, di ba, sometimes you use what you have. Mag-introduce ka ng consequence. Diba? Ako okay lang yung sasabihan mo, 1, 2, 3 beses. Sige, final warning. Pag hindi ka talaga, okay lang ako na yung papaluin mo. Hindi naman, siyempre, yung normal na...
hindi naman yung bugbog. Hindi pang suntukan na
talaga mag-introduce ka ng consequence. Konting 1, 2, 3, tapos talagang Kasi, kailangan may healthy amount kasi ng fear. There's a healthy level of fear dun sa household na kung parent ka. Kasi ikaw yung source ng yung control na yun, dadalhin ng bata yun sa future. So, may self-control siya. Di ba? May siya sa sarili niya.
At may sense of accountability. Like,
yes. Diba?
Like, yung, di ba, FAFO, yung fuck around and find out.
FAFO.
FAFO. Fuck around and find out. Yun yung parang, dapat malaman yun ng mga, ng mga kids as they grow up. Kasi, like, kahit sige, sabihin na simple, yung hot stove na favorite na hinahawakan ng mga bata. Pagka hindi mo sila diniscipline ng maayos or tinitch sila ng accountability, paulit-ulit, parang ano yun, parang hinahawakan nila yung hot stove, hindi nila nararamdaman yung init, nasusunog na yung kamay nila. Like, syempre, kaya FAFO, find out, touch that hot stove, tingnan natin ang mangyayari sa
Hayaan mong masaktan, di ba?
Oo.
Siyempre, doon sa level na appropriate, hayaan mong madapa, hayaan mong mapaso, para alam nila yung limits ng
Oo.
katawan nila. Hindi yung every time na lang. Alcohol, every time na lang, huwag ka lalabas, huwag ka magdudin, huwag ka magbubuhan. Yung this is one of the weirdest things na nakita ko siguro, hindi ko alam kung saan ko ito na-observe. You bring your child to the beach.
Ooh,
They
I
are
think I know
going to
that.
play with sand. They're supposed to be dirty. Bakit? Ay, stress ako. Dinala mo pa sa beach. Di ba? Dinala mo pa.
Oo.
Kasi dinala mo na lang sa ospital. Tapos sterile. Ayaw mong magdumi. Ayaw mong magbuhangin. Yun nga yung, that's the point. Yun nga yung point ng
Oo.
pagbibig.
Why did you go to the beach in the first place?
Doon ako medyo, that's, kasi, di ba, magkakasakit yan eh. Di ba, pa-vaccinate mo. Pero, yung may active, kasi yung, di ba, yung tayo, yung nadudumihan, kaya hindi ka agad nagkakasakit yung mga ngayon.
Konting ano lang.
Konting ano lang.
Konting lamig, sipon.
Sakit.
Oo, yan.
May talaga
Yeah.
yung active immunity eh. Yung kasi tayo na. Ako nahulog pa nga ako sa kanal na dito sa umiihi ako, ginulat ako ni Pau Pau. Nahulog ako doon sa kanal.
Kaya pala tinulak mo ako sa kanal ng lasing ka, no?
Oh, yun pa. Hindi, iba naman yun. Wala naman tibig yun.
Iba na yan eh.
Iba na yun.
Pero, ayun.
Ako, may scar ako dito dahil naglalaro ako sa tricycle, nahulog ako sa tricycle. Kaya ng permanent scar.
Mga parenting parenting 101. Pero, the bottom line is, do not shield your children from this, from pain. Pain is necessary. Pain is part of life. So, kung nililigtas nyo sila doon sa, if you're not in
Kahit
abusive
konti lang
relationship.
yung ganyan. Let them be kids. Kids will have, madadapa rin yung mga yan.
Yan, tsaka tinutukoy ni Manuel dyan. Kasi di ba yung, kagaya na sinabi niya, relationships. Di ba, may mga nag-e-end, tas affected daw yung mga bata. Well, doon sa unang stage ng paghiwalay na, kasi masakit naman talaga eh.
Yeah.
Siyempre, tawag dito, parang buong, nakita mo, magkasama kayo. Tapos suddenly may mawawalang isa dyan.
Yeah.
Or kayo yung aalis. Tapos, di ba yung mga ganon. Siyempre, pain yun eh. Nasaan na si Papa, ganyan. Yung, ba't di natin siya kasama? Connecta.
So, a lot of people are affected, especially children, sa mga, if you are in an abusive relationship and a very conflict-heavy dynamic. No? So, ano ba yan? Ang pinaka-highlight kasi niyan is the children, but if you're, we are recognizing that it's difficult to end relationships like that. It's difficult to make the right choices. Well, in many things, it's difficult to choose mahirap naman laging piliin yung tama.
The best of choices are sometimes the hardest.
They're the hardest to make. So, we're aware that it will take time bago ka makarating doon sa mindset na you're ready to make that choice. And what we're saying is you have every right to take your time, of course. Wala naman nagmamadali as long as you're aware that you're going towards that path. And it's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be painful. It's supposed to be distressing. That's the point of it. But just because something is painful and distressing doesn't mean that it's not worth doing. Hindi mo dapat na gagawing sign yun na pag masakit yung isang bagay, kapag hindi siya masarap, hindi normal, hindi natin ginagawa. In fact, yung feeling of normality na yan, actually, yung one of the most potent parang emotional poison na pwede kong the feeling of normalcy. Kasi when you've been in an abusive dynamic, that's your normal. So
Nasanay
your
na.
brain is just used to that whole dynamic. So may part sa'yo na you will seek to return to that dynamic. Kasi ganyan ang utak.
Oo.
It loves routine. It loves consistency. So kung doon ka, doon sa sanay ka, healthy is going to feel weird for you.
Yes.
Security is going to feel weird. Nakita ko na yan sa mga clients ko. Ang dami nilang dinaan ng mga abusive na relationship. Di nila question.
Yes, parang nasanay na sila. Like, it's the same as breathing.
Ang dali nilang makapag-ano na, hindi, magsistay ako. Pero, once na makakita sila ng, for one, secure na partner, secure na
Ayan
may
na.
nakadate sa secure, says all the right things, suddenly, they become suspicious. Na parang, ay, ito, ayokong bilisan, I wanna take my time. Ganyan, baka magkamali. That is very interesting. Kako ganun. Ibang-iba ang mindset. Kaya po, siyempre, hindi mo naman pwedeng direction. But the mindset is very different. Tapos kapag pinoint out mo ang ma-explore ninyo is because they're used to the dysfunction and not used to the healthy. So, they keep returning. Kasi, ang inano ko pa dyan is, ang na-reach namin conclusion, yung pag-explore namin ng haba-haba. Gusto niya kasi hindi niya ma-let go yung abusive na relationship. Ang na-establish namin, walang benefit sa kanya yung tao na to whatsoever. No value, zero. So, kapag kausap niya, nadi-distress siya, walang ino-offer na support. Tapos, nag-leech pa sa kanya yung homeless, yung walang bahay itong, yung ano siya parang nomad.
Bum! He's a bum.
Talagang bum.
Pero
itong isa, yung ina-abuse niyang successful fashion, siya, meron siyang,
sabihin na very well
property management.
Very well put together, extremely successful.
Extremely successful, very smart, travels. Pagdating doon sa na yun.
Babae ba? Girl boss. He's a girl boss. She's a girl boss.
Navigate. So, naharap. Kasi ina-isolate namin. Kasi kahit siya, hindi niya, ba't hindi ko ma-let go? Ganyan. Tapos, yun yung namin. No value, no ganyan-ganyan. Wala siyang pakinabang, no support. Pagkausap ko siya, nadi-distress ako. So, why stay? Why are you here? Ganyan. Sa kakaano namin, ang na-probe namin, I will not forget what she said. She said, because it's scary to be somewhere else.
Yeah, familiarity. Yeah.
This type of stress I know.
Yeah.
Alam ko ang stress na to. I know.
Girl.
I know this kind of stress. I'm familiar with it.
Yes.
So parang I'm just afraid na what if there's something more heavy na hindi ko na ma-handle.
The devil I know instead of the devil I don't.
Yung unknown na yun. Hindi nila
fear of unknown.
Hindi nila, yun nga, sabi ko, it's not about hindi yung guilt na nararamdaman mo kasi bum na tong ex mo, hindi mo siya yung nagigilty ka na.
If you're watching, may I repeat, he's a bum!
hindi yung guilt na nafe-feel niya dahil bum daw siya, sa kanya lang nakadepende, so kawawa naman. Hindi yun. Sabi ko, hindi yung fact na di ba, nagpo-progress ka tapos siya hindi, nagigilty ka, everything like that. It's the very simple fact that you struggle with letting go. You struggle with separating yourself from this person because
abandonment,
the unknown, and yun, yung hindi mo alam, doon ka natatakot, and the abandonment that you would feel if he left, doon ka natatakot. When in fact, the abandonment that if he left you, if umalis ang tao na to, siya mismo nagsabi, kung nawala siya, for example, I would be happy. magiging masaya ako, magagawa ko na lahat ng gusto ko and everything like that. Oh, yun pala, edi, kung inabandon ka niya, gusto nating mangyari yung ganyan, di ba, positive yun. Kasi sabi mo, magiging ano ka na. O bakit hindi natin, so why not, di ba, go through it? Let him live. Tapos ang ano niya, I can't. I don't know why. I can't.
That's
Diba?
rough.
It's so clear to everyone else, friends, family niya, except her. And I'm the only, siguro the only one that understands that there's a whole process there. So, nasabi ko na yung in conclusion, diba? There are a lot of tools in your disposal to handle stuff like this. If you cannot handle, ito yung parang a little tip. If you can handle the thought of separating right now, here's ito yung parang step na pwede mong i-take. Give yourself a taste of that distance. Diba? Kung hindi, sige, nothing final. You lie, kung kailangan mo mag-lie, you say you're going on a retreat or a vacation.
Business trip.
Yeah, so with some friends.
14-day business trip. 14-day business trip.
Pwede. 14 days, 1 month, spend time with family, see how you feel.
Wala
Without yung
siya.
presence
Oo.
niya.
Yeah.
Just see.
Yung walang chat, wala mo naman.
Yeah, separate mo yung sarili mo.
Try, like, you've been smelling shit for, like, years. Try getting out of that shitty smelling room. Try some fresh air. Like, touch some grass. Touch grass.
Kung if you live in a sewer at araw-araw mong inaamoy yung tae, pag nasasanay ka na dun kailan mo maaamoy yung baho na yun? Kapag umalis ka na.
Umalis ka na, maamoy.
Kapag nakaamoy ka ng ibang hangin, dun mo marireya, ang baho pala dun. Ang sangsang pala dun. Ang hirap pala dun. Dun mo makikita. So, if you're like that, di ba, hindi mo kaya makipag-break, give yourself a taste of that separation. Bigyan mo ng yung konting days. 10, 4, no, even a month.
You can do it gradually if
Tapos
you're,
kung hindi mo kaya, bumalik ka. Pero kung in your mind, rationally, gusto mo na makipaghiwalay, you do it in steps. Diba? You gradually do it. Slowly detaching yourself emotionally and making sure na kung puputulin mo yung connection na yon sa tao na yun, make sure that you will re-establish yung connection mo sa mga ibang supports. Lagi ko sinasabi yan. Kung imaginein mo ako sa mga there's one branch dito sa mountainside, nakahang ka sa kanya. Pag bumitaw ka talaga sa kanya, matatakot ka kasi mahuhulog ka. So, anong gagawin natin? Let's find you other branches. Na kapag binitawan mo tong na to, may sasalo sa'yo. Sino ba yung mga yon? Those are your trusted relationships. Family, friends, your therapist, whoever. And make sure to curate yung mga supports mo na to. Kasi hindi porke therapist, hindi porke pare, hindi porke teacher, o magulang mo, magaling silang support. Pipili ka na dapat hindi mo na-feel na ginajudge ka.
Yun. Oo.
Dapat hindi yung nagmamagaling sila na puro, ikaw kasi ganito, ikaw kasi ganyan dapat ginagawa mo na napakadali para sa kanila. Self-centeredness yun, hindi ka nila naiintindihan. Hindi dapat gano'n. Diba? Dapat ang support mo yung kaya kang pakinggan, i-sustain, mapasensya siya sa mga choices mo. Kahit na medyo naiinis na siya, no? Yung mga paulit-ulit ka, no? Kasi syempre hindi naman nila naiintindihan palagi. Pero kahit na naiinis sila ng konti, but they're still there for you as a primary support. Okay, yeah.
That's them.
You gotta find your bros or sisters.
I'm him.
Pero if you need someone, di ba, kung wala kang nakikita ngayon, wala kang nahahanap, if you need someone to para i-untangle yung mga nuts na yan sa mind mo, emotionally, if you wanna understand yourself, then, di ba, available naman kami dito. You can message us. May message feature ba yung Facebook page, yung Couch Cope Facebook page.
Wow!
If you have, in fact, we're going to make a series out of this, ina-announce ko na. So, yung mga magsisend ng messages about their problems. Para direkta na, no? Ito magandang to. Send us your problems. Tapos sasagutin namin dito. Magbibigay tayo ng talagang legit na advice doon sa specific doon sa
We'll help you cope. It's in the name.
Pero, diba, usap tayo. Pag-usapan natin. Pero, siyempre, everything else, confidential, lahat ng hindi mo pwedeng ipa-reveal.
Oo.
Scout's honor, hindi namin yan.
Marami kaming alam na code name, so pwede ka namin itago sa pangalang Labunta.
Pero yun, di ba, we're going to make a series out of that. And series na siya, makakatulong pa tayo. No? So,
Natutulungan nyo
Anytime
kami,
of
natutulungan nyo kami
Parang ano
magawa
yan?
lagi ng content. Natutulungan din namin
Parang
kayo.
ano yung tawag dyan sa mga podcast, mailbag. Those are mailbag questions. But, let's make it deeper. Coping,
grab bag,
with coping
kahit
answers.
estudyante ka pa, di ba? Kahit hindi sa mga relationship, sa pag-aaral mo, sa stress sa, yung mga
Sa kaklase, sa teacher.
Sige.
So,
Well,
Kaya namin mag-advise, magbigay ng tips.
we
Alin
supply a good amount of copium here. The good kind. We promise this is the good kind of copium, okay? Okay?
Pag na-flag sa YouTube yung sinabi mong copium na yun.
Don't worry. May pagka-millennial pa naman yun eh.
But anyway, that ends our series on abusive relationships, like as promised. So we are going to move on to other conversations, other topics. Pero we will wait for your messages kung meron man doon na interesting or talagang kailangan mo ng tulong and you just want us to help you out. Ayan, talagang iba-ibang take. Diba? Kung meron kang sports injury question, ayan, no? Kung masakit yung mo. Certified physical therapist po si and if you need tips on being a dad, dito ba, certified tatay.
The father.
The father.
ano yung FODDER?
The father.
Ayun.
Kung
So
gusto
that's,
niya
yeah.
So it's better than the daddy. Gusto mo the daddy?
The daddy. This has been your Couch Co podcast. Thank you so much for joining us.
Ay, salamat
Para
natapos
sa
na itong
mga
abuso na to. Tunong na ako eh.
Please cut that, Bem. Future Bem, cut that.
Saan na naman tayo napupunta. So as you see, ayan, nag-i-improve ang ating setup.
Oh yeah, even the questions, even like yung what's your favorite games or what's your favorite movie or sino mas guwapo, si Taylor Lautner o si Henry Cavill, whatever.
Anyway, I am not a best of both worlds. Sabihin na.
I am the ultimate combination.
Okay, I'm not that delusional, okay? A
Okay,
little bit.
we're letting you go.
Okay.
We're going to watch anime now. See you soon.